Hi everyone, welcome back to Resin Me Up. I have started my big project. I still didn't get what I was wanting in the mail, but I decided to go another route, and this is the route that I'm going. As you can see, I have some cookie cutters here, and basically, I'm sure you've seen these kind of cookie cutters before. Basically, what we're going to do, I've already made one set just because I want to speed up this process because I need 2 sets of each. And so what we're going to do, or what I've done basically, is I've cut out the window film that you can get by the roll, and it looks like this. It's holographic on one side. I've cut out one for each one of these cookie cutters, and I've put each cookie cutter on top of it, and I've glued it with hot glue all the way around. This is how I did the first set. And then I have mixed up my resin, which I mixed it in with my mixer, and then I ran it through my vacuum chamber. And now we are going to pour this in each one of these. I mixed up 800 mLs of the Let's Resin casting resin, and each mold I have sprayed with mold release. They aren't that hard to get out, but it does make it easier. But that's okay, because I really considered adding some color to these just so that this layer would be different like the other layer. All right, just a second here. I think I might do that. Let's test it out. Now, question is, do we use the same color or do we use a different green? Let me see if there's any bubbles in the bottom. See a couple bubbles on top, that I can get those out. We'll use, oh, that one popped. Okay, let me get a different color of green, because I don't want to use the same color. I think I'm just going to go with just the green this time. And I'll show you what we're going to do. We're just going to swirl it in there. Oops. I don't want to make a mess here. I'm going to use a little bit more than what I used in that one over there. Make these swirls a little more prominent. So we'll have one that has white swirls, and then we'll have one that has green. Oh my goodness. The heck? Oh my. That was lovely. I guess that was one of mine. Can't blame that one on Sylvia. Okay. Make sure the globbies are stirred in, because sometimes if you don't get those stirred, they will leave the resin soft. And we don't want that. Like this one here. And of course, as resin cures, it pulls to the center. Oops, did I knock that one over? I'm going to put some more in this one. What is the deal? Where are these hairs coming from? Okay. And voila, that is it. Now we have to let these cure overnight because it's going to take that long. I'm going to torch these for bubbles. And then we will let them cure overnight, and we'll come back in the morning and we'll get them out of here. And then we will move on to what I'm going to do with them, and I'll explain them to you. Explain it to you. And then you'll get to see all of them at one time. How's that sound? Sound like a plan? All right then, guys. We will see you in the morning. Okay, see you in the morning. Bye. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. Well, I got them all done. I went ahead and demolded them, cleaned them up because some of them had extra around the edges. So they're all done. So I'll go ahead and show you the difference between the two. So this one has the weight in it, which you can barely even see it. And this one does not. So that's the difference between the two. You can't really even see that I even added alcohol ink, honestly. You can see the window film that I put on the top. Not much holographics going on there, that's for sure. But it did leave a cool looking texture on the top. So now I don't know if you're supposed to top coat these after you do that. I don't know, but I'm not going to. I'm leaving. Oh, I guess you can kind of see it a little bit there. Maybe just a little bit. So anyway, I mean, it left a really neat pattern on the top. It's funny because this one is shiny and this one is matte. Isn't that weird? Same resin, same everything, just different outcomes. It's kind of odd. So, are you ready to see what we're going to make with these? I know you are. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Let me move all these over so we can see how we're going to do this, and you guys can all see it. So, I'm sure you've seen these cookie cutters used for cookies, but I wanted to use them with resin. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to alternate, and I had to make two in order to make it tall enough. So you alternate and you go up in the sizes. Just like that. And you do two of each one. And you alternate it each time. And then you go to the next size. And so you're alternating it with your points. Just like that. I'm sure you can tell by now what we're making. And then this is the next size. So each point is going to go like that. And it doesn't matter which one goes where at this point. Just like that. Oops. Just like that. And then the next one. it had a small film around these edges. And so I had to use my deburring tool and clean that all off all the way around, which was not a big deal. Came right off. And then the next one. Because using only one of these, see like that right there, I just use my deburring tool and it just come right off, just like that. By just using one set of these, it was only 4 inches tall. And by using 2, it becomes 8 inches tall. Oof, I didn't get this one very even or very cleaned up. There's still a couple pieces stuck on here. And it cleans up really nice. The key to it is to make sure that you get it off right away, because otherwise it gets on the top. And then in hindsight, I wish I would have done them all like this because it's prettier. But it's okay. Just like that. Now the top star is a little small. I think they could have made it just a tidge bigger, in my opinion. Got a little bit hangover on this one still. And voila. And there it is. Let me bring you down so you can see this, since I didn't start building it in frame. And that's what it looks like. Isn't that cool? So it is a resin cookie cutter Christmas tree. Very cool, huh? All right, put you back up on the tripod and I'm going to show you what else we're going to do to it. Okay, hold on. And I'm going to move it so you guys can see it better. Now you guys can see it. Okay, so I was just going to leave it plain without anything on it and light it up from underneath. And I got to thinking, I wonder what it would look like if we put little pearls for the decorations, you know. To move them out a little bit like that. So I thought we would UV resin those on there. And then we have a choice for a topper. We can either do this star. And again, we would have to UV resin it on top. So it would look like that. It's two-sided. Or we can do a snowflake, which a snowflake isn't that elegant. which I thought this was more elegant. It would match more of the pearls because it's elegant. I've had these things for years and never have ever used them. They've been hanging up over there. And, you know, we don't have to have this bow on here either. It's just glued on there. So we can have that as our topper. Now, to keep this together, we're going to have to glue these all together. So my thought process is super glue, because I wouldn't trust UV resin at all to keep these together over any period of time. So that would be what I would do, is super glue them all together. BRB. Okay, y'all. That was fun. All right, got everything glued. I also decided to go and put a green, good Lord, gold diamond dot on the end of every single one of the corners. So I don't think it can get any spectacular than that. It's gorgeous. So now it's got to dry. Everything's got to dry before I can do anything with a light. So it's going to have to sit and dry. Everything's got to dry. So I will bring you guys down so you can take a little peeky at it, so you can see what it looks like from the side. Isn't that cute? Let me turn it so you can see the star on top. Hold on. There. Doesn't it look good? So cute. Let me see if I can get a flashlight here to... One momento. Okay, guys, we're in the dark, pretty much. I'm going to turn this flashlight on the side of it so you can see what it would look like if it was lit up. It's hard to get this whole thing to light up. There. So that's what it would look like if it was lit up. Isn't that pretty? Let's see if I can get my hand away from it. Get the whole thing lit up there. So that's what it'd look like if it was lit up. Isn't that pretty? I just got to find a light that's strong enough to light up the whole tree versus just the bottom half, because it is a lot to light up. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So that's what my hubby's looking for, is a light I can place underneath it that has enough lumens to light up the whole tree versus just part of it. All the lights I have are not enough lumens, and so it doesn't light up the whole tree. It only lights up to about right here. And so it needs to light up. That's what it would look like if I just used one of my lights. So the top half doesn't light it up. And I want the whole tree to light up. So that's what it looks like. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so pretty. See if I can bring you in so you can see. Whoops, stay away from that flashlight. It's bright. So yeah, I really like it. Turned out really nice. For my first go at using cookie cutters anyway. So yeah. So that's what it looks like. Shut this off. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to blind you. So I'll bring you in now that the light's back on so you can see a little close up. See how ornate that star is. I thought that would be perfect with the pearls. Sorry, my camera's trying to adjust. So yeah, that's what it looks like. I like it. Very pretty. Like it, like it, like it. Don't mind my mess. All right, y'all. That is it. That is my cookie cutter Christmas tree. So if you like it, leave me a comment and hit that like button and share it. Tell the world about it, because it is so cool and so fun to make. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, because it's really cool. And we'll see you guys on the next video. I finally got my Into Resin molds in, so we'll be taking a look at those next. So, all right, y'all. See you on the next video. Bye.